Welcome to Money First CEO, the podcast for business owners ready to run their business like a boss and make their money work smarter, not harder. I'm Harmon Johnston, bookkeeper, profit first professional, business coach, and mum of two from Sydney, Australia. I've built a thriving business by mastering money habits and systems that create real freedom. This show will help you take control of your finances so you can build a business and life that truly works for you. Every episode delivers one powerful takeaway you can action right away for more clarity, confidence, and cash. And from time to time, I'll be joined by special guests, fellow entrepreneurs, experts, and real business owners, sharing their money wins, lessons, and insights to inspire your next move. Because when you put money first, you unlock the options and freedom you deserve. So hit follow, grab your coffee, and let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back to the Money First CEO podcast, where we believe if you put your money first, the rest will follow. Every week on this podcast, I give you one simple, powerful shift you can make in your money, either personally or in business, that moves you closer to clarity, control, and profit. But before we dive into one shift this week, I want to hit pause and do something important. I want to reintroduce myself because if you're tuning in and taking my advice, you should know why I do this, what I've been through, and most importantly, why you can trust me to guide you through the money side of your business. So let's rewind. I've always been drawn to numbers, strategy, and systems, and I've got the formal stuff to prove it. An advanced diploma in accounting, bachelor's in accounting, and I'm a registered BAS agent. But that's just the paper. My real education came from the trenches. I started in retail. I managed two multi-seven-figure store locations, running operations, managing people, and learning what makes a business tick in real time, not from a spreadsheet. Then I moved on to a mid-tier chartered accounting firm. This is where I learned the technical side. But more importantly, I got to access the books of hundreds of businesses. I saw what separated the ones that grew from the ones that just stayed stuck. Next was a tech startup. And this wasn't a cute little app. This startup exploded. We scaled fast, hired top-tier talent, and eventually listed on the stock exchange. It was a front row seat to hypergrowth, the kind of place where your brain has to level up every single day just to keep up. And then came the e-com side hustle. While working full-time, I launched an e-commerce store with my mum during the early Shopify days. Learn how to build a brand, write copy, run ads, all of it. I was also growing a baby and something had to give. And it did. But that fire, it never left. So for the past 6 years, I've been running my own bookkeeping practice called Blue Bookkeepers from scratch. No investor, no massive network, just grit, skills, and consistency. In this time, I've had to unlearn some corporate habits that don't work in small business. Wear all the hats from marketing, finance, customer service, team leader, operations, and I've helped clients clean up messes, build systems, increase profit, and feel in control of their business money for the first time ever. But here's the part I'm most proud of. Not just what I've done in business, but how I've changed personally. So I'll talk about my personal money evolution. So let me be clear, I haven't always had it all together. Like a lot of people, I've lived through a few money eras. The traveler era, blew money on experiences, flights, fun, and didn't think twice about future me. And then came the spender. Thought more income meant more to spend. Doesn't really. And then it was a saver, started building buffers, set up automatic transfers, felt relief for the first time. And now, these days, I'm the intentional spender. Every dollar has a job. I spend, I save, and invest on purpose. I've built a system for my personal money that gives me peace of mind, freedom, and options. And that's the same system and mindset I want to help you create. Now, let's talk about this podcast and the vibe shift. Let me say this. If you've listened to the earlier episode, thank you. But if I'm being real, I was playing it safe now that I hear back. I sounded polished, professional, but a little too corporate, and that's just not me. Even though I'm so passionate about money and helping business owners, I couldn't hear that energy in my own voice. And let's be honest, you don't need more noise. You need energy, honestly, and something that hits. You need someone who's been in the mess, who's figured out how to get out of it, who can break things down so they make sense fast. You're getting the real me, stories, strategies, and straight up truths to help you move forward. And if there's something you want more of, let me know. DM, email, I want this to feel like we're building it together. So what's the takeaway for this week? Separate your personal and business finances immediately if they're still mixed, even if you're small or just getting started. This instantly reduces stress, prevents confusion at tax time, and shows you're serious about building a real business. So why does it matter? When you have it all muddled up together, you're running blind. When everything's in one account, you think you have money, but it might be tax money, supplier money, or your pay. You can't tell what's yours. It causes accidental overspending and gut-based decisions instead of strategic ones. And tax time becomes a nightmare. You or your accountant have to manually sort transactions line by line. That's time-consuming, expensive, and easy to mess up. Worse, you might underpay tax and face penalties, or overpay because you didn't track deductions properly. And also, you're not treating your business like a business. Having a separate account makes it real. It's a mindset shift. You start thinking like a CEO, not a side hustler. Even if you're just making $500 a month, open and create a separate bank account. And also, if you're thinking of doing profit first, having one account and everything mixed up together is going to make it impossible. You can't allocate money properly if you don't know what's business and what's not. The separation is the first step to creating the 5 core accounts we talk about in our previous episodes. So what to do? Open a separate bank account today. Doesn't have to be fancy, just open something with low or no fees that's only for business, income and expenses. Just for one. We're not talking about the 5, just for one. And as a bonus, if you want to open a separate bank account for tax savings and then transfer 15 to 30% of your income automatically each week, future you will love you for this. And don't wait until you feel legit, because doing this will actually make you legit. So if you're still running everything through one account, I get it. We all start there. But if you want less stress, more control, and a real sense of where your business stands financially, this is step 1. Separate it. Give your business its own space to grow. So that's your one shift for this week. It might seem simple, but this one change, splitting your money, can be the difference between chaos and control. And if you haven't done this yet, do it now. Don't wait for things to calm down. Don't wait for a better month. Just start. And remember, profit is not a goal, it's a habit, and I'm here to help you build it. See you next week. Until then, keep putting money first and the rest will follow. Thanks for hanging out with me on Money First CEO. If you got value from this episode, hit subscribe, drop a 5-star review, and share it with someone who's building their business too. All the goodies are in the show notes, and you can find me on socials for more tips and tools to help you. Until next time, keep putting money first and the rest will follow.